So it's Friday, August 16th, 2019, and I'm just out here by myself doing a little bit of scouting slash hunting for antelope. Season opened yesterday, and had to go into town today and get a few things taken care of, but it's probably 6 o'clock. Just going for a little drive, see if I can't spot any good ones, or just kind of see what they're doing. I haven't even hardly been out scouting for antelope this year, so just going for a little drive. Maybe we won't see anything. Maybe we'll put a stock on one and kill one. But I'm really excited to antelope hunt this year, and glad to be taking you guys with me. Let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so it wasn't 10 minutes ago I was talking about how cool it was to see them big whitetail bucks on public land, and that they'd probably be gone as soon as deer season opened up. Well, I just spotted maybe 100 yards off the road a pretty freaking big antelope buck, bedded all by himself. Alright guys, so haven't seen any more antelope except for that one that was on that private land, but still like 6:40, 6:45 right now is all, so got at least a couple hours of good light left, so I'm gonna go ahead and come up here. We got a little chunk, about 600 acres of land up here of ours. It's pretty much the only private land you'll ever see me hunt. But I'm gonna go take a look out here. I don't know if you guys have seen it. If you haven't, you should go check it out. But a couple years ago, my buddy Taryn Lee shot a pretty nice antelope buck out here on our place. So I'm gonna go see if anything's out here. Like I said earlier, the weather's just, the wind's not howling, but it's at least 15-20 miles an hour, and it's really cloudy and overcast. My truck thermometer says it's only 55 degrees, which is cold for August, but they should all be bedded then, probably down out of the wind, you'd think. But I'm gonna go take a peek over our little hill into our draw, but I gotta get this gate and take a little drive out to our place, see if I can't find anything, but let's hope for the best. What's up guys? Had to throw the old coat on, but it is freezing up here with that wind. It's coming straight out of the north, and I can't get over how crazy this weather is for the middle of August. But anyway, I'm just kind of making my way out of our place, and didn't see a thing. Not an antelope, not a coyote, nothing. Just dead out here. Absolute prairie that is just barren. But I got a couple other ideas in the back of my mind with the last little bit of hunting light we got left, so I'm gonna go take a look-see some of my other kind of beat off the bush places that, I mean, most of these places that I'm going to check out are really hit and miss anyway, even on a really good day. I mean, I've had days where I've seen antelope at like every one of my places, but as of right now, I've seen one antelope, which is better than seeing none, but he was on private, and I don't know. First day of hunting, so got lots of time, but hopefully I can find something soon because I'm starting to get the itch. But gotta let myself out here at this gate and go check out a couple other spots before dark. Hope Hope you stick around. You probably got a little bit of video from yesterday, which was Saturday, but it's Sunday now and the weather has completely taken a turn. It's up to 70 degrees, the sun's out, there's hardly a cloud in the sky, and we got a little breeze rolling. I came out here a little later this morning and everything has changed. There's antelope everywhere. There's a group probably 500 yards out here on private. It's like 9 or 10 does and one pretty dang good sized buck, but they're not even worth it. And when I first came through here, they were over here on public. It's so hard to move in on a group of antelope. So I took a road on the other side of this little butte thing, probably 4 or 5 miles down, and there are antelope bucks everywhere that have been getting kicked off by him. And they're right on the other side of this big, it's like a small butte, big hill though. And I'm gonna hop out, I'm gonna leave the decoy in the truck, I'm just gonna camo up, I'm gonna bring my bow, I'm gonna bring my camera, and we're just gonna go see if I can't get it done, see if I can find one of these things. It is pretty breezy and they're all kind of just up and moving around, which kind of sucks. I haven't found one antelope bedded yet, but it's been probably 15 minutes since I saw them over there and I didn't spook them really. Maybe they're bedding up right on the other side of that hill, that'd be perfect. But yesterday evening I about killed one. It was a pretty darn small buck, but I've never killed an antelope with a bow before, so if it's got horns I'm gonna try. And I shot right under it, and I mean inches under it. I'm confident out to 80 yards, what I'm shot my bow out to, and I guessed this thing at 80 yards. It was probably at like 95 or 100, and shot right under that thing. But we'll see if we can't get a change of luck and see what we can't get done out here. I'm getting excited. Alright guys, it's Sunday, August 26th. I hunted 3 days, well, 2.5 days last weekend, and didn't see, well, saw a lot actually. Got in on a couple antelope, but hunted yesterday all day, and got in on a couple more, but just can't make anything happen yet. So going out again today to give her another go. I'm gonna go to the same spots where I've been seeing these few nice bucks on public that I really wanna get a shot on. And if I can't make anything fly on those, I think I'm gonna try out a couple new places I found. They look pretty promising for antelope country, but we're just gonna go out and make another go out of it today. Next weekend is probably the last weekend that I'll be able to hunt antelope very hard, strictly antelope, because regular archery season for deer and elk and everything opens up the next weekend, the 7th of September. And I plan on hunting elk pretty hard this year, so I don't know how much antelope hunt I'm going to be doing. But we're going to go give her another go. I really hope I can make it happen, because I really want to kill an antelope, but I know as soon as regular archery season opens up, I won't hardly hunt antelope at all. But we're just gonna go take a look around, see what we can't spot, see if we can't stalk anything. So, I'm glad to take you guys with us. Hope you been enjoying the video I've been able to take so far. I haven't videoed as much as I'd like to, but my girlfriend Maddie's come with me a couple times, and she's never videoed nothing or never really gone spot and stalk bow hunting for antelope, so I don't really expect her to do much videoing, and it's super hard to video yourself, especially antelope hunting. But got some cool video of some deer and some big antelope. But I hope you guys enjoyed it all so far, and hope we can go get something done, make it all worthwhile. But I'll see you guys hopefully real soon. Hey guys, kind of cruising down this gravel road here. I think I just saw a big rattlesnake on the side of the road. I'm gonna back up and see if we can't get him. I love hunting rattlesnakes. Where was that little bugger at? I hear him. Oh, it's a big one. Whew. It's a big snake. There he is. Let's go kill him. You guys have asked me several times how I like to kill these things. I actually just pin their head down without getting struck. And I do that by using like a 5.5 foot long shovel. But it's actually pretty dangerous, so I'm gonna put the camera away. When I get his head pinned down, I'll get you back. Alright guys, this one got the heart moving a little bit. Threw him out of the tall grass over there. Threw him onto the road and got his head pinned down, but Jesus. He struck at me hard, didn't even get within 2 feet of me probably, but scares the crap out of you. It gets the adrenaline going. But yeah, we got his head pinned down. Just got to make sure we cut it off safely. I'm going to try to use the shovel to do that. We got that big old rattle to get after we get him safely taken care of. Wow, gets the adrenaline going, boys. Alright guys, there's actually a truck coming down the road up here a ways, so I cut his head off and buried it on the side of the road, and threw him in the back of my truck, just the whole snake, just to be faster. My Havilon's buried in my pack, and really feel like digging it out in front of somebody. But that just goes to show that you gotta be careful when you're out here in these hot prairie lands hunting antelope, or even early season mule deer, or whatever you're doing. That's 2 big snakes in 2 weeks, just antelope hunting, not even looking for snakes. And yeah, definitely gets the heart pumping a little bit, gets you woke up in the morning. But that was a lot of fun. Got another nice big rattle out of the collection. Now let's go see if we can't find ourselves and a goat. Alright guys, I didn't really stalk this antelope I was just on very hard, because this is the 3rd or 4th time I've tried to get within a couple hundred yards of this thing, and this thing is just so skittish. I tried plain stalking with hills, good wind, tried the antelope Montana decoy, and I just tried the big red moo cow Montana decoy. No matter what I do, I don't think I'm gonna get within bow range of that buck. He's just too skittish. But anyways, I thought I'd show you, now that we're on a little more side road, not as public, I thought I'd show you what I do with these rattles. This thing's moving around the back of my pickup without a head. It's kind of freaky, but... So here he is back here, just moving around, headless. I mean, you guys might not think that's a huge rattle, but for Montana, that's a pretty darn big rattle. It's a big snake. Got a bunch of blood in the back of my pickup, I see. If only that was antelope blood. But you just grab them, take them back here to the cutting board. Oh my god, that's disgusting. And there he is. But this is the one I got earlier in the video from last weekend. And I didn't cut it off great because his head was actually still attached. So I should have set the tripod up for this. But basically, you just gotta cut the rest of the skin off. That dark button right there, that's their top button. You want everything off except for that. So I'll get that cut off, and I'll go ahead and cut this big boys off, and I'll throw him out. A lot of people eat snake. That just isn't my cup of tea. So this might seem wasteful, but these are pretty dangerous to have out here with all these antelope hunters. So let's get these suckers cleaned up, and I'll show you what they should look like. Alright, so I got both those rattles here. Now this is the one from last weekend. See, I got all them insides out of there. So it's just the rattle part. That's ideal for if you're going to have a bunch to store them. But it's actually nearly impossible to get that crap out of there until it's dried up like it was. See how much stuff's in there? So you actually are fine just leaving them like that. Cut off as short as you can to that black button. Then in a week or so when it's dried up, go ahead and dig that out of there. But yeah, there's 2 big rattles from just a week of antelope hunting. Not even just 4 or 5 days. So that just goes to show again, I know I'm really emphasizing this, but you gotta really watch out here for rattlesnakes, or antelope hunting, or whatever you're doing. But yeah, let's go see if we can't find a new antelope, because this little bugger over here is really starting to tick me off, so let's go find a new antelope to go hunt. Guys, so last night went up and tried elk hunting by myself. Didn't work out too well, but decided just to come back and wait for my brothers to come out of the mountains and just look for some deer, some antelope or something, because I got all sorts of tags for archery season. And just came out here. There's a road probably, I don't know, 2 miles, maybe 3 miles on the other side of this big butte thing from our big horse pasture out here. And you probably just seen the clip, or you're about to see it, but I got a video of a pretty nice antelope buck all by himself with my phone scope through my spotting scope. First time I got to use it. It's pretty wicked. But he ended up cresting this hill that pretty much comes right down to our horse pasture. So I'm gonna go ahead, go out to our pasture, park my truck a ways up on top of this big hill, and walk out to the edge where you can glass all that country. And I'm just gonna watch him, and hopefully he comes down all the way onto our land in beds. And they do that a lot, so hopefully that's what ends up happening. But anyways, last night I was elk hunting. Last weekend I was deer hunting. And today I'm antelope hunting. So like I said in the elk video, don't know if you've seen that yet or not, but it's gonna be an absolute cluster. But we'll see if we can't get this antelope on the ground. I hope so, because I love hunting, but I'm almost sick of hunting these things. But let's go see what we can't get done, shall we? Well, guys, pretty exciting day here at frickin' Rocky Mountain Hunting Adventures with Big Walk. It's been a long haul of an archery antelope season, and it is the nastiest day of antelope hunting yet. It's Friday, September 27th. And I was heading out to our pasture just to see if anything was out there. It's kind of late evening. Rainy, cold, it's 39 degrees right now. And on this block management where I'd been hunting a bunch, there's this big freaking antelope buck bedded with 2 does 200 yards off the road. So I go up a couple draws past. I better just try this out. So I throw my King's jacket on, grab my bow, have nothing. I have my rangefinder, my binos and stuff, but I have no decoys, don't even have camo on my bottom half. And I go sneak up really slowly, just right to the top of this hill on the top of the little coulee they were in. And they're all facing away from me. The wind is perfect. And I range him 55 yards, freaking fling one, stuck him good. He ran maybe 40, 50 yards over the other side of this hill and laid down. I am currently just letting him kind of die because it did look a little bit back. And he was still kind of kicking. And I really didn't want to push him to make him run because, you know, freaking antelope, they'll run forever. But I'm freaking jacked, man. So I'm just going on a little joyride, taking it all in, and I'm excited to bring you guys to the kill. And what I was about to say when I started this video, it seems like awesome things happen every time you don't bring the freaking camera. Oh, the one time antelope hunting this year I don't bring my camera, when I'm just pretty much screwing around, I freaking kill one, and it's a pretty nice one. So I'm pretty jacked. The Hoyt Charger got her done. We're gonna flip around up here and we're gonna go give her a look-see, see if he's down. I'm freaking jacked. All right, guys. So I pulled over and threw the King's coat back on. We're about back to where I shot that antelope, and he died like. I had to kind of go up and around to put a good stock on him, and he died like 100 yards off the road. I've given him about 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can't see him from the road and see if he's down. I'm freaking shaking, man. I'm so jacked. That was so fun. He's like one, I think I know exactly where he's laying. He's like one little miniature coulee over from where I was parked. Man, I can see the freaking road where he lay down. So that means I gotta be able to see him, right? But let's go see if we can't find us Big Walks Antelope 2019. Alright guys, I had to park my truck at a hard freaking angle, but already I can see him up there. He is dead as heck. Whew, yeah. We're gonna go take a look at him, boys and girls. Hey guys, how's it going? You're probably really confused right now, unless I made like an extra blurb later on when I was editing. But as far as you know, I just shot an antelope and just went to go look at it. That's kind of where the camera got left. I am very sorry for that. But let me talk about the weather for a second. The wind was blowing maybe 20-25 miles an hour. It was starting to get pretty cold. It was getting down to about the freezing point. And this antelope was what I thought dead, like, I don't know, 150 yards from where I could park. So after I, turned the camera off, I looked at it through my binos before I went out there to, what I thought, retrieve it. And it was still breathing pretty good. And I saw where my first shot went, and it was not good. Not near as good as I thought it was. I shot it kind of like in between the spine and the tenderloins. So it somehow ran that like 50 yards and laid down. But it wasn't going nowhere really. But it definitely wasn't dying anytime soon. And it was starting to get dark. And I love hunting. And I 100% think that hunting is a conservationist type of thing. I mean, hunters are the #1 conservationists in the country. And I don't like seeing hunters getting a bad name. So I chose to not take the camera with me. Because I did have to, well, for YouTube's sake, we'll just say I had to put it down. And actually I did it pretty humanely. I just shot it again from like 15 yards. But I put it down, didn't have the camera with me, and I was like, I just started punching my tag out, just taped it onto the horns. And I was just starting to think about gutting it, and I was like, wait a minute. It's an antelope. This thing can't be more than 150 to 250 pounds. So I just grabbed it by the horn and drug it to my truck, threw it in the back, took the 15-minute drive back to my house, hung it up in the back of our shop here, gutted it, skinned it, quartered it, all that good stuff. I have no idea why, probably mainly because I was kind of in the mode and I didn't really feel like stopping, but I didn't grab the camera through any of that. This all happened last night. It is now the night after. It's probably like 8 o'clock. And I'm already to the point where it's quartered. I mean, it's cold now. Winter storm set in. There's snow everywhere. It's September 28th or something like that. And it's 30 degrees, maybe 25 degrees now, dark, but blowing snow all over the country, all that good stuff. So I'm out here in the shop, and I'm already to the point of I've got the head skinned, and I actually just put the head in water to boil it, because I'm going to do a European mount, because it's not a slammer buck. I'll go in there and show it to you here in a sec. But anyways, that's my excuse anyways, and why I didn't really get any good video. And we'll just come in here for a sec. A lot warmer in the middle part here. And yeah, and I feel really stupid, and I seriously have doubts of even wanting to upload this antelope hunting video now. Just because I didn't get the kill shot, you know? But that's something I strive for, especially lately, is I want to get the shots on film. But when you're completely by yourself, I mean, it's getting dark, you got stuff to do to care for the animal you just harvested. I don't feel as guilty about not getting much footage as I did in the beginning. So here I am, picking back up where I left off, kinda, and yeah. But harvested an antelope with my bow, 2019 archery season. It's the first antelope I've ever killed with my bow. It's actually technically the first big game animal with antlers that I've ever, or well, antelope's got horns, but first buck that I've ever killed with my bow. I've shot a couple does, whitetail does, but nothing with a rack. So I'll show him to you. Like I said, he's not a slammer, but he's got a lot of character. But here he is, boiling in the old pot. Got my tag taped on there. But he's got some pretty decent shovels for being a small buck. And he's got like these weird growths all over this one. Other one's pretty normal. Curls in quite a bit. And he curls like crazy in the back here. Like he's hanging on to the rim of my boiling pot here by his curl. And the part that gives it the most character is this big almost break. That thing was almost broken when I came up to him. So he must have just got done fighting or whatever. Like I said, he's with a couple does, so not too sure what he had to do to get to those does. But here he is. He's not a huge antelope, trust me, but first one with a bow, I couldn't be happier. I am so excited, still am. The adrenaline's wore off from last night, but I'm super happy about him. I've been trying to tell myself more and more that bow hunting isn't just about the rack, honestly. It's such a challenge just to harvest an animal with a bow that when you get something even this nice, it should just blow your mind. But I think at some point this season I'm going to do a video, I might even start it tonight, on how I do a European mount, pretty much start to finish. I already got this head skinned out, so it'd be kind of nice, I guess, if I shoot a decent buck this year. Probably just do it with that, so I can start from the skinning process, getting the brain out, all that good stuff. But in case that video doesn't happen this year, I'm going to throw in a little tidbit on this video that none of you guys thought you were going to get. But I'm going to show you my secret weapons just when boiling these bad boys. Now a lot of people know about these tricks, and they're all over YouTube. But so this pot is full of water, got the head totally submerged. And you probably see all these bubbles and this little bit of white here. That's because my secret weapons are Dawn dish soap, or any dish soap, just a good degreaser soap, and baking soda. Some people have better things to do what I'm trying to accomplish with those, but the dish soap really helps to break down the grease, because they are greasy. When you start boiling heads, it gets nasty. You can see grease, old grease, all up on my pot. And then the baking soda actually helps pull all the muscles and tendons and fats and all that off of the bone better. But that's my little trick. Then when it comes to whitening, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about this trick, but if you don't, I'm happy to show it to you. You get some 40 volume hair whitener from a salon product shop. I got a huge thing this year because I got lots of heads over here, I'll show you. And then you can add this quick white in. It's a powder. You mix it, it's a 1 to 2. So for every 2 parts of this, you have 1 part of powder. I mix it in that stuff there. And you just paint it on. But like I said, I'm going to try to make a European mount video. But real quick, I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I should have been doing a long time ago, but I've been procrastinating and pretending that I'm busy, and actually have been busy, and all sorts of stuff. But my whitetail from 2 years ago, not a huge buck, but biggest whitetail I've ever shot so far. Hopefully there's a bigger one. But I got that beast. I'll show you these in a sec. And then I got this wicked non-typical mule deer, and I mean non-typical mule deer, that have been sitting out in my shop for, well, 2 years now, pretty much. A year and 11 months. And the dogs got into the back part of the shop where I had them, trying to keep them out of the sun, and they chewed the nose pieces all up. I'll make sure this thing's still on. Yeah. And they chewed the nose pieces all up. Here, I'll just show you. So these nose pieces are all, they're supposed to be out to like here. They're all chewed off on both of them. So I went to Shields and bought a mountain kit, the Allen one. It's cheaper, and I'm actually only buying this part for this piece and for these 2 little brackets. I don't like the plaque that comes with them. I think it's super cheap. I'm going to make my own, but I'm going to cut these and boil them and probably whiten them too, and I'm going to mount this big hog, and I'm going to mount this freak. This is like the coolest non-typical mule deer I've ever seen with my own eyes. So he's got a small 4 on one side, but I mean it's super small, but for how small it is, it's got some weird mass going through it. I mean it's pretty massive little 4-point on one side, and this side's got this weird sheep curl looking thing that goes down. It gets really freaky down here, and then it's got a little brow tine. So I'm going to go ahead and finish those 2, and I'm pretty upset that I can't do a real European mount, full skull. So yeah, for now, this will probably pretty much be the end of my antelope video for this season. I might do a final video of this European mount, depending on when I get done with it. And probably include how much it scores. I haven't scored it yet. It's not going to score big, but I like to score everything for practice and just to know, you know. But yeah, that'll pretty much conclude my antelope hunting video this year. And if anything else is going on after this, it'll probably just be the finished product of that and how much it scores. So, super happy. Super proud of myself. And I'm super happy to have the chance to go bow hunt these animals. But should be plenty other videos coming out, elk hunting, deer hunting, all that stuff. But I'd like to seriously thank you guys for tuning into this. I know it was mostly spot and scope footage of antelope and pretty much just scouting footage, except for maybe a little bit of hunting footage. But really glad you guys could stick around. Really glad I got an animal on the ground this year. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you subscribe. Got lots more coming out. And yeah.